Some artists are celebrated in their lifetime. Others are remembered only after they're gone. And then there are those who gave us everything, yet never truly received their flowers at all.
Rescue me. I want your tender charm, 'cause
They shaped the sound of R&B. They influenced legends. They carried generations on their backs. But history didn't protect them. The industry didn't reward them. And time didn't always tell their story right. Tonight, we slow things down and finally give flowers to 12 R&B artists who deserved so much more. This isn't about charts alone. It's a long overdue tribute. Number 12, Peabo Bryson. Peabo Bryson had one of the smoothest, most powerful voices in R&B history. A voice built for romance. A voice built for elegance. A voice that could carry vulnerability without ever sounding weak. Won't you chase my clouds away? From solo classics to unforgettable duets, Peabo was everywhere, yet somehow never treated like the legend he was in real time. Following my footsteps like a shadow. The industry boxed him in, labeled him too soft, too adult, too refined for trends that kept shifting. How can I go? And while his voice helped define the Quiet Storm era, the spotlight always seemed to land just slightly to the side of him. I'd give anything to see the sun. Peabo wasn't chasing hits. He was crafting timeless moments. And those moments still echo today, long after the flowers should have already been given. Number 11, Howard Hewett. Howard Hewett had one of the most recognizable voices in 80s R&B. As the lead singer of Shalimar, his voice helped define an era, joyful, romantic, smooth, and unmistakably soulful. But when it came time for solo recognition, Howard was quietly pushed into the background. The voice stayed elite. The talent never faded. But the industry shifted its focus. Howard became the voice everyone remembered, but rarely celebrated. While others were crowned superstars, Howard remained the foundation they stood on. He didn't chase controversy. He didn't chase trends. He just kept delivering quality, even when the spotlight moved on. And sometimes, the greatest injustice in music isn't being forgotten. It's being taken for granted. Number 10, Loose Ends. Loose Ends didn't just make hits, they changed the sound. At a time when American R&B dominated the airwaves, Loose Ends brought something new, British soul with warmth, groove, and emotional depth. Their music was smooth, futuristic, and deeply romantic, a sound that quietly influenced the rise of new jack swing and modern R&B. But despite chart success and critical praise, they were never fully embraced by the industry. Maybe it was geography, maybe timing, maybe the industry just didn't know how to market something so different. Loose Ends helped open the door for international R&B artists, yet they were rarely credited for it. Their influence traveled far, their recognition did not. And in music history, the pioneers don't always get statues. Sometimes they get silence. Number 9, Shirley Murdock. Shirley Murdock's voice could pierce the soul. From her breakout hit As We Lay to countless deep R&B tracks, she delivered raw emotion and vulnerability like few others. Every note was honest, intimate, and unforgettable. Yet, despite her talent, the industry often overlooked her. She wasn't marketed to the mainstream. Her artistry was underestimated, and the recognition she deserved never came at the right time. Shirley gave us timeless R&B, songs that still echo decades later in quiet devotion and late-night playlists. Her voice was powerful. Her impact was real. But the flowers? They were long overdue. Shirley Murdock wasn't just a singer. She was a keeper of soul, and it's time we remember her that way. Number 8. Brenda Holloway. Brenda Holloway had a voice that could cut through the heart. A Motown artist in the 1960s, she sang with raw emotion, passion, and a depth that rivaled any of her contemporaries. From tender ballads to powerful up-tempo tracks, Brenda had it all. Vocal range, control, and soul. I've gotta make it now. What are you gonna do when I'm gone? But the industry wasn't kind. Motown promoted some artists relentlessly, while others, like Brenda, were left in the shadows. Her talent was undeniable. Her influence on future generations, immense. Yet she never got the full recognition she deserved in her prime. Treated me bad. Will you tell him how you made me so sad? Brenda Holloway sang with heart, gave everything to her music, and even as others were celebrated, she quietly became one of R&B's greatest unsung heroes. Sometimes the flowers don't come at the right time. For Brenda, it came far too late. I turn my head and just walk away now. Number 7. Fontella Bass. And your love to come on and rescue me. Come on, baby. Fontella Bass's voice could move mountains. Her 1965 hit Rescue Me wasn't just a song, it was a declaration of raw emotion. Powerful, urgent, and filled with heartbreak. It cemented her as a force of nature in soul music, but the music industry didn't fully recognize her genius. She was overshadowed by peers, left out of major accolades, and her later work often went unnoticed. I want your tender charm 'cause I'm lonely. Fontella gave everything to her music, passion, power, and authenticity, yet history too often forgot her name. Her influence? Immense. Her voice? Timeless. The recognition she deserved? Long overdue. Fontella Bass wasn't just a singer. She was soul incarnate, and it's time the world remembers her that way. I need you and your love to come on and rescue.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, R&B Timers, for more stories and documentaries. Like, share, and join the family, because real R&B never dies. It just waits to be rediscovered. R&B Timers. Timeless music. Timeless soul.
Number 6. Debra Laws. Debra Laws has a voice that oozes smooth sophistication and heartfelt emotion. Her 1981 album, Very Special, gave the world songs that were both tender and deeply moving, showcasing her ability to blend vulnerability with strength. Love you so much, is there no way? Every note she sang felt intentional. Every lyric lived. Yet despite her talent and the quiet brilliance of her music, Debra never received the recognition she deserved. Radio favored bigger names, and the industry often overlooked artists who didn't chase trends. Then your love excited me. She wasn't after fame. She was crafting timeless music, songs that still resonate in quiet moments, late-night drives, and the hearts of true R&B lovers. Debra Laws may not have gotten her flowers in the spotlight, but her artistry remains undeniably enduring, proof that true talent always leaves its mark. Like romantic games, kind that you play. Number 5. Bettye Swann. Bettye Swann had a voice that could melt hearts and stir souls. From her signature 1967 hit Make Me Yours to countless deep cuts, she delivered raw emotion, elegance, and authenticity in every performance. Her music was the perfect balance of vulnerability and strength, and she brought the kind of emotional depth that defined classic R&B. Yet despite her talent, recognition was fleeting. She was overshadowed by bigger Motown names, and the industry often failed to celebrate her contribution fully. Bettye Swann didn't just sing, she lived her music, giving every lyric weight and every note meaning. Her flowers came slowly, but her music remains timeless, reminding us that true artistry transcends fame.
Talk about hurt.
Number 4. Syreeta Wright.
Darling, don't you know with you?
Syreeta Wright was a quiet genius of Motown. Her voice was soft yet powerful, intimate yet expansive, capable of conveying both innocence and sophistication in a single phrase. Collaborating with legends like Stevie Wonder, she co-wrote and performed songs that remain timeless masterpieces. Yet despite her immense talent and contributions, Syreeta never got her flowers. She was overshadowed by the names around her and rarely received the recognition she truly deserved.
Oh, there is no...
Syreeta didn't sing for fame. She sang for the love of music, for the depth of emotion, and for the beauty of expression. Her influence is woven through the fabric of Motown and beyond. Quiet, subtle, but immeasurably profound. Syreeta Wright wasn't just a singer. She was a voice of grace and innovation, yet and the world should have celebrated her more. Number 3. Leroy Hutson. Leroy Hutson had a voice that could seduce, soothe, and inspire all at once. After stepping into the spotlight following Curtis Mayfield's departure from the Impressions, Leroy carved out a solo career full of smooth, sophisticated, and emotionally rich R&B. Songs like Lucky Fellow and Love Talk showcased his incredible range and subtle artistry. But despite crafting some of the most elegant soul music of the 70s, Hutson never received the recognition he deserved. Radio favored flashier personalities. Industry promotion was minimal, and history often glossed over his contributions. Leroy Hutson wasn't chasing fame. He was perfecting his craft. His music still whispers in quiet rooms, late-night playlists, and the hearts of those who know its brilliance. Leroy Hutson may have been overlooked, but his soul endures. Timeless, intimate, and unforgettable.
Let's start today and find a way, get this thing together.
Number 2. Kashif. Kashif wasn't just a singer. He was a visionary behind the sound of modern R&B. From the 1980s onward, he wrote, produced, and arranged tracks that defined the quiet storm and urban R&B sound. Hits for artists like Whitney Houston, Evelyn Champagne King, and Melissa Morgan flowed from his genius. Yet while his fingerprints are all over some of the biggest R&B hits of the era, Kashif rarely received the recognition he deserved. The spotlight favored the performers he crafted for, while he stayed behind the console, shaping music history in silence. Kashif's music was smooth, sophisticated, and ahead of its time, blending technology and soul with effortless elegance. He didn't need fame, he needed acknowledgement. And the flowers he deserved? They came far too Kashif's influence still resonates, echoing in every smooth R&B track that followed. A reminder that some of the most important artists work behind the scenes. Number 1. Phyllis Hyman. Phyllis Hyman wasn't just a singer. She was a voice of pure emotion, elegance, and vulnerability. From the sultry depths of You Know How to Love Me to the heart-wrenching honesty of Living All Alone, her songs were more than music. They were confessions. Every note carried pain, joy, and truth. But life was never easy for Phyllis. Despite her undeniable talent and the beauty she brought to R&B, the industry never gave her the recognition she deserved. The pressures, the heartbreaks, and the battles she faced went largely unseen, and her flowers came tragically late. Phyllis gave everything, her heart, her soul, her voice, and yet the world took too long to notice. Her legacy, however, is eternal. Every note still resonates. Every lyric still moves hearts. Phyllis Hyman reminds us of a hard truth. True artistry isn't always rewarded in its time. It's time we finally give her, and every one of these artists, their flowers.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, R&B Timers, for more stories and documentaries. Like, share, and join the family, because real R&B never dies. It just waits to be rediscovered. R&B Timers. Timeless music, timeless soul.